Several years ago, the Chevrolet Bolt was a groundbreaker among electric vehicles. Here we have the Bolt EUV, a slightly larger version of the original. Is it up to the competition today in the battery electric vehicle market? Let's find out more. It's time for Family Wheels. Now that you've plugged into this review, help charge up Family Wheels by giving us a like. It really helps spread the word. Also, subscribe and click the little bell to be notified of each new episode. And of course, if you feel so moved, leave a comment. Thanks. Bolt EUV, Electric Utility Vehicle. Where does it fit in? I put this price-wise in competition with the Hyundai Kona EV and its cousin, the Kia Niro EV, as well as the Nissan Leaf. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is a step above in price and size and some other features as well. Also in competition with the Bolt, the Volkswagen ID.4, all in that mid-40s to under $50,000 range. When I first saw a Chevy Bolt, the original small hatchback, in, I think it was 2017 at the Vancouver Auto Show, I thought, this is a very expensive Honda Fit that happens to be electric. However, in the intervening approximately 5+ years, General Motors has added value. Here the EUV is larger, it's got longer range, about the now standard 400 kilometers, and a ton of features. Heated and ventilated perforated leather seats in a very attractive blue. Wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Also a charging pad down here. A full safety suite including adaptive cruise control. Also we have a package called Sun and Sound. Good marketing on GM's part, by the way. Bose audio and a very nice panoramic moonroof. Really adds to the experience. You get this absolutely excellent touchscreen control system, and then there's hard controls down here for the HVAC, and it really is exemplary. Another big improvement on this generation of Bolt over the earlier one is the interior materials. Yes, it's plastic. It's got a soft-ish dashboard up here. Those other ones had some kind of strange, looked like recycled plastic, a lot of dots and specks in it, and it looked terribly cheap. However, there is, for me, a deal breaker in that the seat pan, the seat cushion, is simply too short. I would hope that on this chassis there is room to fit a longer cushion seat. We've got 200 horsepower at our disposal, 166 pound-feet of torque, but as usual with an electric vehicle, it's really all about the immediate pickup. Right there, the tires are actually struggling a little bit to keep up, so you've got all kinds of power here. What you don't have, and it's not an option, there's no all-wheel drive. The Bolt has 4-wheel disc brakes, and of course that combined with the one-pedal driving really helps slow the vehicle down. A nice linear braking, not grabby, not mushy. Well, let's go up a patchy road in my neighborhood. Not a lot of potholes and bumps here, but a lot of patches that bring out noise problems with cars. I'm going to check the handling. It's very predictable. The Bolt is the first Chevrolet offered with Super Cruise, the General Motors technology that allows hands-free operation of a vehicle on divided and compatible highways in Canada and the United States that have been scanned with LiDAR and have a GPS signal. Hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Cameras and sensors outside and in work with GM's connected services and adaptive cruise control. The result is partly autonomous driving, including curves and changing lanes. So here comes a big moment. I'm going to take my hands off the wheel and rest them on my knees. This is a quite unusual feeling, I have to tell you. But it's doing a good job. It's keeping a safe distance from the transport truck ahead of us. I've got the distance set on medium. I'm putting my hands back on the wheel because the truck ahead is slowing down due to heavy traffic. Coming up to a curve. And I've taken my hands off the wheel just to check out the Super Cruise system. And it's doing very well. It's guiding us around the curve. And not in herky-jerky motions either. It's fairly smooth. So this is the future. I am wearing sunglasses, but it can still tell my level of attention. So the systems they have down here, I assume, that read your attention level can look through sunglasses.
I'm not ready to get comfortable.
That's a great phrase. I'm not ready to get comfortable. Certainly that's my initial experience. This is the most I've ever driven with a partly self-driving system. Super Cruise could be super nice for drivers who do a fairly long commute on major highways every workday. For other users, the cost, about $2,500 in Canada or $2,200 in the US, plus subscription fees after 3 years, could best be used on something else, like the identically priced Sun and Sound package. With its cargo cover removed, the Bolt EUV surprisingly holds our test load. A stroller, 3 bags of groceries, and a backpack. Barely, but there is a bit more room under a floor panel. The Bolt comes up short in the cargo space department, but not for passengers. Behind me is the largest child seat, the rear-facing kind, takes up the most room. Up front, I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and look at all the room I've got. Good work, Chevrolet. In the back of the Bolt, we have adequate room for adults, but we also have a quirk that I've never encountered before. The seats on both sides go right down to the floor. You can't slip your feet underneath them. As far as niceties at this specification, we do have seat heat, and we've also got USB A and C connectors, however, no HVAC in the back. That's our look at the Chevrolet Bolt EUV. If you're in the market for an electric vehicle, is this the one you want to get in line for? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.